organizing this meeting for July 2025 sessions. And today's induction programs, our senior faculty members from IGNOU headquarters have joined also. So, sir, we welcome you
Thank you.
all in
Thank you.
these programs. And I request to our senior regional director, Dr. Mamta Bhatia Madam, for opening remarks about the programs and welcome address to the participant and faculty members also. Welcome you,
Namaskar
madam.
to all of you. Good morning and a hearty welcome from Regional Center Jaipur team to all the faculty members who have been very kind from the IGNOU headquarters to join this induction program, and also the various my colleagues, regional directors and senior regional directors from other regional centers who have joined this meeting, and dear learners. We welcome you to this great IGNOU family of 30 million learners, which caters to the needs of the students who wish to enhance their higher educational qualifications. You are all, I must congratulate you all that you have chosen IGNOU for your higher studies and for your professional growth. And since this is a very specialized kind of diploma, PG diploma in environmental law and management, so it needs a special kind of orientation for the learners. And we would like to uh, give you more time with the faculty so that they are able to tell you about the nitty-gritties of the program, what precautions you have to take, or what all things you have to keep in mind for the successful completion of uh, this program in the given limited time period to you. Okay. Since this is a 1 year PG diploma, but you will be getting at least 3 years for the maximum duration to complete this program. Your registration will be valid up to 3 years. But we would like that you complete that within the given minimum duration of 1 year. So, wish you all the best. A welcome to you, and we will not take much of your time because let first the faculty members explain the academic component of the program and what all you have to be carefully managed in order to complete the program. And then we will tell you a few administrative things if needed, if something is left out. And then we will have a question answer session from your side. Whatever questions you have, you can raise your hands, and one by one we can tackle those questions in the last. Okay. So it's over to Dr. Bhaskar and Sushmita ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you and welcome once again.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Mamta Bhatia, ma'am, and Dr. Kamlesh Meenaji for inviting us for this counseling session, and all the participants and all the students for joining this program. So this program is basically a postgraduate diploma in environmental management and law, and this was started by the IGNOU, by the School of Interdisciplinary and the Transdisciplinary Studies. I would request Professor Bhaskar to upload the slides and the presentation.
The presentation is there, ma'am. It's there already.
Yeah, anyway, I am not able to see the presentation.
Why? I can
We can see it, ma'am. It is there.
just see, or you upload from your side.
No, it's okay. I will tell from my PPT. If the
Okay.
all others are able to see, fine. There is some issue with this thing of mine.
Yes, we are able to see the presentation.
Okay, ma'am, right. Right. So this, as I said, is a postgraduate diploma in environmental management and law. And there are 3 program coordinators for this program, Professor B. Rupini and myself, Dr. Sushmita Bhaskar from the School of Interdisciplinary and Transdisciplinary Studies. And we have Professor R. Bhaskar from the School of Sciences, all from IGNOU. So this program is a postgraduate diploma program, and the medium of instruction at present is in English. So all the course material and the sessions are conducted in English. And the duration of the program is of 1 year. That is, if you join in the January session, then you're eligible to take up the exam after completing all the assignments after the completion of one complete year. So this is one question that always the students ask, that I have joined the program in January, and am I eligible to take up the exams in June? So you have to complete one complete year of the study, and this goes also, you can complete it with a maximum of 3 years. So this is the basic thing of this program. Now, the target group is a graduate from any discipline is eligible to join this program. So you can be a graduate from science, a graduate from arts, or from management, or even from law. And mostly we are catering to the professionals working in the environmental sector, and also those who are working in the non-governmental organizations. Then at IGNOU, we have a lot of the working professionals. So they are able to balance their time with this online and distance mode of learning. So they're able to balance their education along with their working area. So we also have employees from the Central Pollution Control Board, then civil servants of the state and the central governments. Then there are a lot of faculty members who wish to update themselves in the knowledge prevailing in the field, in the discipline. And then there are researchers, and also it is open to students from all universities, from institutions, from colleges, and various research organizations. So that way, the graduates from any discipline, any background, they who are wanting to pursue a career in environmental management and law, they are welcome to join this program. So now I would request Professor R. Bhaskar. He was very much instrumental in conducting the need assessment, and also analyzing why this program is to be offered at IGNOU. So I would request sir to give a brief overview of the introduction, and why this program is actually, how this program can be useful for the learners at IGNOU.
Thank you, Dr. Sushmita. As Dr. Sushmita mentioned, Professor Rupini, myself, and Dr. Sushmita discussed about the need for this program, and how that will be useful for the learners, and what are the objectives we had in our mind. We wanted that students should understand how to manage environment. At the same time, they should be able to apply the laws so that they manage it sustainably. So it was a combination of environmental management as well as law. So we tried to combine both the topics in such a way, in a blended way, so that environmental management is done. Now, all of us know that whenever prime ministers and presidents meet, one of the important topics discussed is environmental issues. In addition to terrorism, they discuss environmental issues, and mostly climate change. And environmental management has become a key area. And what is environmental management? Managing the environment so that it is sustainable. And it is the way the humans interact with the environment. And what is the purpose of this subject is to maximize human benefit while minimizing environmental damage. Any activity, whatever you do, will cause some environmental repercussions. It will have some implications. We have to do it in such a way so that this loss is minimum. And basically, it's a decision-making process, environmental management, regarding the resource use, how to use it, and what kind of habitats get contaminated, and what is the ecosystem alteration which takes place. Let me tell you, every activity results in some kind of manipulation of the environment, and we have to see how best we can balance both the environment as well as the progress. Now, human activities and their consequences are subject of environmental management. So, so long as we are there, we are going to exploit resources, mineral resources, biological resources, and when we exploit, there will be side effects. So it includes several goals, such as directing and pacing growth, how we have to pace the growth. Really, we have to ask whether all development is development. These are questions we have to ask. Optimizing resource utilization. minimizing environmental harm, and averting environmental disasters. Friends, those who are learners, for them I want to say this period 2015 to 30 is very important, because we have the period for achieving the sustainable development goals. It is also the period in which we have the Sendai framework, in which the disaster risk reduction is an important area. Then we also have the ecosystem restoration decade. Then we also have ocean restoration decade. So from all points of view, even when World Bank conducted studies, one of the top 5 disasters what they identified was the environmental issues, climate change and other issues. So this subject is important. There will be a need for trained persons in this area who can understand and who can apply their mind on these things. Now, environmental management is regulating and protecting planet's health by promoting human behaviors that benefit the natural environment. Now, basically, they are professionals who decide about the use of natural resource. See, without understanding the science part, uh, law part cannot be applied, and with only law part, you may not be able to do. That is why judges also, when they give their decisions, they base their judgments on reports by subject experts and on international conferences, documents, everything. And in many cases, they seek opinion of experts before giving a judgment, because scientific understanding is one thing and applying law is another thing. And this is a combination. And what is the law? It is a set of legislation and customary laws that deals with the environmental repercussions of human activity. Even our constitution has laws which require protection, environmental protection, and how we have to behave responsibly. And this environmental law governs the management of protection and preservation of natural resources and assessment of environmental impacts. What will be the environmental impact of our activity? Now, environmental law provides legal advice on on the ecological, socio-economic, scientific, and administrative aspects that influence its application. So we have to understand the science part and how law can be applied on those. Information, legal analysis, capacity building for advisory services, legislation writing, and mentoring are all provided through environmental law. Now, what is the goal of this program? When we conducted the need survey, we thought for whom we have to target. In fact, it is targeting, as Dr. Sushmita mentioned, any undergraduate, because everyone in any capacity will be affecting the environment wherever they are. So they can apply this knowledge in their workplace. And the goal is to assist lawyers, activists, academics, judges, researchers, administrators, and commoners in creating an environmentally and socially conscious environment. Today, we are seeing how Delhi is polluted because of the air pollution, and that is the why this has occurred. There are a number of reasons. One of the reason is lack of awareness on the activities which we do, and it will aid in the development of decision-making capacity at the national, regional, and global levels. And whenever there was environmental laws which were passed, that was very important that they balance it. Governments, non-governmental groups, and others can use program to network, share information, and exchange ideas and best practices at the national and international level. Now, this program will focus on providing practical guidance, tools, innovative approaches, and resources, including effective law models and approaches, as well as best practices and model indicators for countries. For example, what are the international best practices and how we can adopt them? What are the various declarations and how we are adopting them in the environmental field in our thing? In fact, environmental jurisprudence has been played an important role, but for the active involvement of the courts, the environments would have been worse. So courts have played a very important, judiciary has played a very important role in environmental protection. And this program also helps to develop and promote information and data exchange among legal stakeholders, promote public participation, access to information, and access to justice in environmental matters. So you can see all this is the objectives we had. Then it will promote the recognition of relationship between environmental management and law, how law can be applied to manage its sustainability, support collaboration and promotion of partnerships. It will encourage and facilitate education on environmental management and law, environmental awareness initiatives at different levels. Now, this will also not only be practically useful, it will encourage research on emerging environmental issues and the relationship between environmental management and law, and how training can be promoted for various members of the society in environmental management and law. Now, the objectives of this program was it will identify various environmental issues, laws, and policies at the national and global level. What are the important issues? Then, what is the interrelationship between environmental management principles and law? And understand the relationship between environmental management, law, and policy. And finally, apply the environmental principles and policies to build a sustainable societies in tune with SDGs. So ultimately, we are interested in getting a sustainable development to take place in the society. Now, I would request Dr. Sushmita Bhaskar to talk about the courses and the contents which are there in the program.
Thank you, sir, for detailing about the introduction and the need of the program, and about environmental management and environmental law, and what this program is all about. So there was one query that came from a student as to how old this program is. So this program was started in January 2023. So now it is 2.5 years old, and maybe in Jan 26 it will be 3 years old. So this was the program. So the PGD-EML, or the Postgraduate Diploma in Environmental Management and Law, this consists of 10 courses. Like, a student is supposed to complete 10 courses out of 11. So we have given this choice as you can choose any 10 courses out of the 11 courses, so that there is nothing called like like this is compulsory core and this is a compulsory elective. But out of the 11 courses, a student can choose any 10, and each of the course is of 4 credit, so 10 into 4, so it is of the 40 credits. That is, a program is of 40 credit of the PG diploma, and this is in line with the new policy of the NEP 2020. So thus the PGD EML program is of 40 credit and 1 credit at IGNOU, that includes 30 hours of the self-study. Then we go on to the courses. So detailing the courses. The first course is MEV 001, that is Fundamentals of Environmental Science and Ecology. So this was a course that is originally developed for the MSc in Environmental Science. So this course is taken from the MSc part. So this involves 4 blocks, and there is a concepts of environmental science for the students who are new to this program, fundamentals of ecology. Then we also deal in the third block with ecosystem dynamics and processes. Like, here you'll be learning everything about the energy flow in an ecosystem and the laws that are related to the energy flow and so on. Then the fourth block deals with the domains of environmental science. And so this course is basically leading you to a foundation and a fundamentals of environmental science before actually going on to the core subject, that is management and also law. The second course is on environmental issues, and here in the first block, the students are introduced to the atmospheric issues and everything related to the structure of the atmosphere and all the atmospheric processes. The also a little bit about the ozone warming, the global warming, then the ozone depletion and other factors that have led to the environmental issues and environmental degradation. Then block 2 will deal with the land and the soil issues. Block 3 relates to the water related problems. And the last block will deal with the security and the developmental issues, everything regarding environmental concerns and issues. The third course is an introduction to global climate change. So, a person who is learning this program should be introduced to the concepts and the definitions relating to the climate change, then the greenhouse gases and the global warming, and presently also, what is going on with the global climate. So, the first block is basically an introduction. The second block gives you introduction to global climate. The third block will give you details regarding the impacts of the climate change. So, what that has on the human beings, the repercussions, what it has on the environment, and so on. Then the block 4 are the strategies to combat and the response strategies that we can work with in order to prevent and to protect ourselves from this climate change. So, this entire course is on this program, Global Climate Change. The next course is the environmental management. So here again we are introduced. So now that you have learned certain environmental issues and certain concerns that we are addressing, also the climate change. So then the learners are introduced to managing these problems, to environmental degradation. So that could be the waste management, that could be the management of the air, management of water, of the soil pollution, and so on. The block 2 will identify the key areas in environmental management. The block 3 again gives, there are 4 or 5 units in every block, and that goes to more details. So the block 3 will detail on the environmental management and sustainability, because ultimately, be it any program, okay, be it anything related to social sciences, related to environment, ultimately we are all going forward in the direction of achieving the SDGs, the sustainable development goals. And so that has to definitely be kept in mind, and these programs are designed. The last block will deal with the tools for the environmental management. So in a nutshell, so this is the block introductions of these courses. Then the next one is the environmental law and management. So the first block will deal with environmental acts, laws, and the policies. So here the student will be introduced to both the national environmental acts and laws, and also the international environmental acts and the laws, and the policies that have come up. So two blocks are related to the national laws, and two units are related to the international laws. Then the block 2 will deal with the awareness, responsibility, and the compliance related to environmental law and management. The third block deals with certain instrumentation techniques and the environmental management techniques in relation to the air, water, and the soil management. And block 4 is also it also gives you a summary of the entire course, and it is also explained with the help of certain case studies. For example, the environmental impact assessment of certain dams or projects, and the law and management of the same. So that has also been well. The next course is on integrated environmental management, urban and rural. So this is also a course which has been taken from the School of Science program at IGNOU. So here we have both the environmental management at the urban sector, and also at the in the rural sectors, and also the governance approach for the same. So more details are given in this course. And as I told you, in IGNOU, like in every block, we have 3 to 5 units depending upon the content and how heavy the unit is. So, but minimum there are at least 16 units for every course. Then the next course is on industrial sector. So this course has again four blocks, and the four blocks have four units each. So there are 16 units. And in the first block, we will deal with the industrial pollution, and in this we will be focusing on the textile, the mining, the pesticide industries pollution, and also the tanning industries. So all the pollution that is coming from here, the heavy metal and other things, or the dyes, and the impacts that they have on the environment and also on the humans. Then the second block deals with industrial pollution, which is again related to automobile, the pharmaceutical sectors, the personal care sectors, the construction sector, and also other industries, which includes the iron and steel or other industries. So these two blocks are dealing with industrial pollution, and we have taken certain specific industries. The third block deals with the management. Actually, it deals with the management of the pollution in these two sectors. And then the fourth block will deal with the industrial safety and management, where the safety audit and the safety training programs, so everything related to industrial safety, so that has been, and also disaster management in case of any occupational hazards. So these have been discussed here, and also the industry laws, for example, the Factory Act and the Labor Act, and other the women and the child, how they should be protected. So these things and the safety that are required at the workplace, especially at the industries, these also have been discussed in the third and the fourth blocks of this course. Then we have the agriculture and the allied sector for those learners who are interested in this. So here the first block deals with the agricultural pollution. So as we all know, in the agriculture, we use the chemicals which are used in the fertilizers, in the pesticides, and the bulk of the production we are using here. And organic farming is still being practiced, but may not be to a very great extent for increasing the productivity. So here we are also discussing about the impacts that these chemicals can have on the soil, on the water ecosystems, and the dynamics. The block 2 deals with the livestock and the aquaculture pollution. So here we are dealing with the aquaculture. It can be for the ornamental and also for the culturing of the fishes, the crustaceans, for the food, for the population, and also the livestock, where the dairy, where all the other animals are reared, the poultry sector, their animals are reared for their food products. So here we are discussing about the problems that are faced in this sector and the environmental impacts that can occur due to wrong practices that are being practiced here. Even when we talk of livestock and aquaculture, even this antibiotic resistance, by using a lot of the antibiotics in the poultry sector. So this is also a very serious concern. And antimicrobial resistance, so AMR, and this are have also been discussed in these courses. Then the block 3 deals with sustainable agriculture management. So here we are talking about organic farming, or the zero tilling, and certain other practices which can be enhanced, for the agricultural growth and for the soil health. Then the last block deals with the challenges to agricultural environmental health. So overall, this course is giving you an idea of the practices that are being followed in the agriculture and allied sector. And here again, the laws related to the agriculture, both national and international, have been focused. Then the next course is on environmental impact assessment for environmental health. So here also we have 4 blocks. The first block deals with introduction to environmental impact assessment, the definition, why this is being done, and why the impact assessment has to be done before we establish any factory or any project, for example, whether it is a river hydroelectric project or anything. Then the block 2 deals with the air, water quality, and socio-economic impact analysis. So in that, every sector, like the air quality analysis, then the socio-economic impact analysis, then the third block deals with the noise, energy, and the vegetation impact analysis. So the impacts that we can have on the vegetation, on the energy, on the noise, and all this is being analyzed. So each of these two blocks, block 2 and block 3, they have been explained very well with real time case studies in that sector. Then block 4 deals with the framework of environmental assessment. So here also we are once we have understood the introduction to the environmental impact assessment and discussed in the certain sectors, so then we are also giving an idea of the framework. Excuse me. Then the next course is on disaster management. So this is also very important when we are talking about environment, because we can have natural disasters, we can have the technological disasters, and also the hazards and the disasters in the occupational disasters, that is in the work area. So the block 1 is dealing with disaster preparedness and mitigation. So how we can get prepared for any disaster. The block 2 deals with the risk assessment and vulnerability. Block 3 is dealing with the medical management. So disaster medical management is important, the first aid and what is to be done when a disaster strikes. And the last block deals with the agencies and the government in disaster preparedness. So here we have given more focus for the national level, at the Indian level, where we have the National Disaster Management Authority and the National Institute for Disaster Management, NDMA and NIDM, and the role, and also the local and the state disaster management, and how the CPCB are also involving in all these preparedness of the disaster management. Then the next course is on environment and society. So, environment and society. So we are interlinked, and this also forms a very important course under the environmental studies and environmental sciences. So here again we have 4 blocks. The first block deals with an introduction to society. So here you will understand what is a society, what is a family, and other interrelationships. The second block will deal with environmental issues and society. For example, population and environment, or the socio-economic concerns and environment. So when there is a construction of a dam, when people are uprooted from their original, so these things are being discussed. Then we are discussing with environment and social justice, because all these happen in when we are talking about environmental law, when we are talking about management. So unless we have an idea of these, we will not be able to proceed with the management. Then the last block deals with contemporary issues in environment and society. Very sorry for this cough. Then the instructional system at IGNOU. So the PGD EML, this follows a multimedia approach, and at IGNOU we have a 4-quadrant approach. Like we have the self-learning material, then we have the audio video program. So the audio video programs we have the recorded programs which are there, and we also have the regular counseling sessions, both the interactive radio counseling sessions and also the Gyan Darshan, that is the teleconferencing, live teleconferencing sessions from our studio. So these programs have all the benefits of these, and they are time to time informed from the headquarters, and the counseling sessions are through these. Now, this is an example of a self-instruction print material. Now, many of the students keep calling up that they do not get the print material on time. So at IGNOU, like we have a large number of students, we are catering to large number of students. So it is not that we just have one teacher, and the ratio is not 1:20 students in a class, which is being followed in traditional universities. So being open and being a distance learning institute, we have students in the account of 1,000 and more than even 2,000 in certain programs. So printing takes time, but the material is available online on the eGyan course. It is freely available. So I encourage students to start, once you have registered for the course, download the material and start learning, preparing your assignments also, and learn from these digital material, and in due course the print material will also reach you. So this is how the print material looks like. Now this is a teleconferencing session, and all three of us are here who are the program coordinators of the program. And so this is also every month we have a teleconferencing session for the different programs. These are the interactive radio counseling sessions, which are also held every month for the benefit of the learners. Now, these are the assignments. So the assignments can be downloaded from IGNOU's website, where there is a section called as download. There is also a section called the student zone. And on this, download the assignments for the session. So if you are depending on your session, it would be written there that these assignments are open for the January and July 2025. Or now, if it is January 26, then we will upload new assignments, that assignments for the term January and July 2026. So these are some of them. And these are very integral and compulsory component of the system. And the learner should submit the assignments to the study center, to the regional center, or now there is also an option of uploading it online on the digital zone. Then these assignments will carry 30% of the weightage towards the final evaluation of every theory course, and 70 marks, 70% is for the final examination. So this is the thing in evaluation. So for the theory course, the evaluation is of two aspects. The continuous evaluation is of the assignment, which is having a weightage of 30%, and the term and examination, that has a weightage of 70%. So in order to complete the examination, in order to complete and to get the postgraduate diploma, the student should obtain 40% in the assignment and 40% in the term and examination separately in each course. Okay, so you have to keep this in mind, that you need 40% in both the continuous exam and also in the term and examinations. Now this is the admission link, and you can get all the admission notification, and on announcements also you can find the newest announcements as to when the examinations will be held, and the date for the examination, or if there is any update, there is any change of the exam. So all this you have to continuously monitor on the IGNOU website. So everything is given clearly over there. And in case you have any problem and you want to contact us, there are 3 program coordinators for this program. Professor B. Rupini, and her phone number is here, and Dr. Sushmita Bhaskar, myself, and Professor R. Bhaskar from the School of Science. So we are the 3 coordinators, and in case of any program, you can contact us, and we will be available to give you the advice and any counseling also if required. Thank you for your patient listening.
Thank you very much. Sincerely, we express our gratitude and thanks for this beautiful and detailed presentation. And through your presentation, many query and questions resolved automatically. Many learners are putting the many questions related to study material and related to assignments. So automatically, definitely they will get the answer. Madam, really sincerely, we express our gratitude for our entire faculty members, all 3 coordinators, who are putting a lot of efforts to make this program unpopularized. Now, I request to the participant, if you have any query related to programs, directly you can interact with faculty members from IGNOU headquarters Delhi. So please, one by one, you can hand raise, you can ask what are your problems related to these programs. Before this 2-3 minutes, I would like to summarize कि जुलाई 2025 सेशन में आपका एडमिशन हुआ है. जुलाई 2025 में आपका एडमिशन हुआ है, यानी कि जून नेक्स्ट ईयर 2026 में आपको एग्जाम देनी है. उससे पहले आपको 2-3 चीजें आपको करनी है. अपने असाइनमेंट सबमिट करने हैं 31 मार्च तक आपको अपने एग्जामिनेशन फॉर्म सबमिट करने हैं. और मैडम ने जैसा कि कहा कि असाइनमेंट अभी अपलोड कर दिए गए हैं, तो आप जो भी असाइनमेंट अभी लेटेस्ट उपलब्ध है उनको अपने कंसर्न स्टडी सेंटर पर आप जमा कराएंगे। एग्जामिनेशन फॉर्म की डेट भी आपको हम इंटीमेट करेंगे। तो सारी डिटेल्स हमारी रीजनल सेंटर की वेबसाइट के माध्यम से, इग्नू वेबसाइट के माध्यम से और स्टडी सेंटर के माध्यम से आपको हम देते रहते हैं। और कोई भी ऐसी दिक्कत है जो स्पेसिफाई दिस प्रोग्राम से कि एकेडमिक या प्रैक्टिकल या कोई अदर कंपोनेंट्स के बारे में है, तो प्लीज आप डायरेक्टली हमारी फैकल्टी मेंबरान से सवाल कर सकते हैं। यू आर वेलकम हियर।
ये दो हैंड रेज हैं. फर्स्ट इज पसांग बूटी. Another one is Shreya Verma. Shreya? Yes, Shreya, speak up. Unmute and speak up. Shreya Verma, you have raised your hand.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, now it is working, please.
And now your mics are working. Yes, Shreya, speak out.
Voice is not clear.
No, Shreya, we cannot hear you at all.
Or she can type her question, what she wants.
You can type your question in the chat box. We're not able to hear you. Maybe there's a network problem at your end, Shreya.
Sheetal Saktawat, please ask your question.
Good evening, good morning, sir and ma'am. I have received a mail regarding my regional center that regional center Ahmedabad will not conduct any academic activities. So, what is that mail and what मतलब क्या वो होगा, एक्टिविटीज यहाँ होगी या नहीं, और मुझे एग्जाम कहाँ देना है, वो सारी चीजें.
शीतल, एग्जाम तो आपके, आप जो भी एग्जाम सेंटर चूज करोगे ऑल ओवर इंडिया, यू कैन अपीयर फॉर योर एग्जाम्स देयर. ओके, so exam center is independent of your study center and your regional center. So wherever you want to appear for your exams, you can opt that exam center while filling the examination form in April or May, whenever you fill up your examination form for the June 2026. Okay. Then secondly, your assignments, you can submit them to the regional center and they in turn will forward it to the faculty or wherever academic counselors are available. Okay, because maybe they have sent this mail to you because they might not be having approved academic counselors, or their study center for this program might not be functional for this session. Okay. And secondly, we will be holding online counseling classes for you students. Okay. And maybe request ma'am and sir also to take 1 or 2 counseling sessions for you students. Okay. So maybe soon, very soon, we'll be preparing the counseling schedule and informing you people. And in those counseling sessions, you will get further academic guidance from the faculty members. And we'll try to initialize with at least 2 counseling sessions in each course. And if there is a viable number of students, then we can continue those sessions also. And otherwise, like we have recorded this meeting for today and we will be uploading it on the RC Jaipur YouTube channel. Similarly, we will be recording your counseling sessions and we will upload them on the YouTube channel so that you can listen to them at your own convenience and ease. Okay. तो इससे आपको घबराने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है, आपको पूरा सपोर्ट मिलेगा, चाहे वो आपके
Ahmedabad Regional Center will be available for assignment submission and exams.
Assignments you can submit, then they in turn will forward wherever it is necessary.
Okay, okay. So I have received like all the sessions will be conducted from
online counseling sessions. Ma'am, इसमें practicals भी है क्या, भास्कर मैम? Do we have practical counseling?
No, ma'am. In this program, there is no practical.
No practical counseling, so there is no issue at all. Okay, theory counseling we'll be having online, and you can submit your assignments at the regional center, and the intent will get it evaluated at least for you. Okay.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All 10 are only theory courses, no practical, and there is no project. So you have to clear the 10 papers, theory papers. That's all to get the PG diploma.
The next, Pasang, शायद इनका hand raise ऐसे ही रह गया because. Do you want to say anything? No. So now, please be careful. You have to submit your assignments before April 2026. You have to fill up your examination form in March, April 2026. In case for some reasons you are not able to appear for permanent examination in June 2026, then you can fill up the examination form in September or October and appear for the December 6th examination. Okay. So fill up the examination form only when you're ready to appear for your exams, and submit your assignments before appearing in the term and examination, because that is one of the viable necessary conditions for appearing in the examination. Only then you will be able to complete your diploma. There's an examination fee of ₹200 per course for filling the examination form. And in case you don't appear for the ensuing examination, then you have to resubmit the examination form and the fees for the next examination. That examination fee is not carried forward. तो ये आप लोग सब नोट कर लीजिएगा. और दूसरा चीज, आपके पास बहुत सारे ईमेल्स आ रहे होंगे जो कि ignou.ac.in अकाउंट से नहीं आ रहे होंगे, पर वो किसी और प्राइवेट वेंडर से आ रहे होंगे जो आपको कहेंगे कि असाइनमेंट चाहिए तो हम दे देते हैं, प्रोजेक्ट्स चाहिए तो हम दे देते हैं. प्लीज डोंट फॉल प्रे टू एनी ऑफ दीज वेंडर्स. Do your assignments at your own level. Go through the study material. It will come to you by post very soon. And in the meantime, मैम ने जैसा बताया भी है कि आप ई ज्ञान कोश से उसको डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं स्टडी मटेरियल को, and start going through the study material. Okay? So you will get the study material by post. In case you have opted for the online study material, then you will not be getting it by post. Other learners will get it by post. Okay. And in the meantime, when you get your study material, before that, please download it from the eGyan portal of IGNOU and start going through the study material, so that when you come for the counseling sessions, you have at least some idea of the course, because it is not classroom teaching like in the face-to-face mode. But here, the counseling sessions are more or less your problem-solving sessions. So once you go through the study material and then you come for the counseling, then there will be more clarity in your mind about what you want to know from the counselor as well. Okay. So इन चीजों का ध्यान रखेंगे तो आपको प्रोग्राम टाइमली कंप्लीट भी हो जाएगा. और एग्जाम फी फॉरवर्ड नहीं होती है, क्योंकि हमारे पास बाद में बहुत मेल्स आते हैं. तो एग्जाम की फॉर्म आप तभी भरेंगे जब आपको एग्जाम देना है. जून का एग्जाम देना है तो मार्च अप्रैल में एग्जाम फॉर्म भरा जाता है. दिसंबर में एग्जाम देना है तो सितंबर अक्टूबर में एग्जाम फॉर्म भरा जाता है. उसकी डेट्स वेबसाइट पे रहती है. Go through the IGNOU website very carefully, and secondly, go through your program guide very carefully. These two are going to help you in knowing most of your things that related to your program. Okay?
रियाज साहब अपना सवाल करिए. सईद रियाज साहब प्लीज. सईद रियाज साहब आपने हैंड रेज किया है. आपकी क्वेरी क्या है? यू कैन आस्क. यस प्लीज.
Yes, I have small doubt, sir. सर ये वीडियो लेक्चर ऑलरेडी प्री अपलोडेड है, या कुछ वीडियो लेक्चर होगा, या फिर जो नोट्स है ई ज्ञान में उसी से स्टडी मटेरियल वगैरह प्रिपेयर करना है, उसी से आपको कोर्स प्रिपरेशन करना है?
आपको जो स्टडी मटेरियल ई ज्ञान कोश पे अवेलेबल है उससे अपने असाइनमेंट्स करना शुरू कर सकते हैं. और जैसा कि मैंने कहा कि हम लोग कोशिश करेंगे कि जनवरी में आपके लिए कुछ काउंसलिंग सेशंस लगा सके, जनवरी फरवरी में. ओके.
वीडियो लेक्चर जैसा कुछ नहीं होगा ना मैम?
शेड्यूल हम आपको ईमेल पे भी भेज देंगे और हमारे आरसी जयपुर की वेबसाइट पे भी अपलोड हो जाएगा. ठीक है
मैडम, मैं थोड़ा एक कमेंट करूं इसमें जो आप बता रहे हैं मैडम?
जी सर.
ऑलरेडी हमारे ना जो यूट्यूब में इस प्रोग्राम से संबंधित कई सारे लेक्चर्स हैं.
ओके.
तो वो भी आप लिंक लर्नर्स से शेयर कर सकते हैं.
ओके. तो सर वो ईएमपीसी के यूट्यूब चैनल पे,
हाँ उनके पास है, ईएमपीसी के पास.
अगर आपके पास वो लिंक्स हैं कंसोलिडेटेड कोर्स वाइज, और अगर आप हमें शेयर कर देंगे तो we'll forward it to these learners. Okay. If you have all those links at one place and you share it in a single mail with us, we will forward that mail to all the learners so that they can view those YouTube recordings already.
Sure, ma'am. We'll try to compile it. We haven't compiled the list, but we'll try to compile it and send it.
If you have a list, you just give it to us and then we'll forward it to all the learners.
Yes,
okay. So आपको रिकॉर्डिंग्स भी मिल जाएंगी, और हम ज्यादा नहीं तो 2-2 सेशन पर कोर्स लगाने की कोशिश कर सकते हैं आप लोगों के लिए. And that schedule we'll share with you as per the availability of the faculty members or our academic counselors, and then you can attend them. Okay.
Ayush, please ask your question. Ayush.
Yes sir. Sir, मेरा एक कंसर्न था. Do we have any WhatsApp channel or any WhatsApp group?
No, so far no regional center has created any WhatsApp group. Okay. WhatsApp channel अलग-अलग regional centers के हैं. पर जैसा कि मैंने आपको पहले भी कहा कि अगर आपको पास कोई लिंक भेजता है और वो IGNOU का ऑफिशियल नहीं है तो प्लीज डोंट जॉइन दीज ग्रुप्स बिकॉज देन दे आस्क फॉर मनी and give you solved assignments and things like that. But if you solve your assignments at your own level, then you will be able to appear for your term and examination without much of your effort. Because when you solve your assignments at your own level, then आपका आधा से ज्यादा प्रिपरेशन एग्जाम के लिए वही हो जाता है. तो इस बात का ध्यान रखिए कि आपके पास टू डू एक्सरसाइजेस अगेन आफ्टर द एंड ऑफ ईच यूनिट इन योर कोर्स इज गिवन, उनको आप सॉल्व कीजिए और असाइनमेंट्स को सॉल्व करेंगे तो आपका एग्जाम का प्रिपरेशन हो जाएगा. आपको उसके बाद बियॉन्ड कुछ भी आगे रेफरेंस की भी जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी बिकॉज इग्नू स्टडी मटेरियल इज वेल प्रिपेयर्ड. ओके, so just go through the study material, do your assignments sincerely, don't copy them either from the net or from each other because then you lose marks as well, and also you are not prepared for your coming examination. तो हम यही सजेस्ट करेंगे कि आप सिंसियरली इस कोर्स को करिए बिकॉज इट्स अ प्रोफेशनल कोर्स एंड यू हैव ऑल जॉइंड फॉर अ गुड लर्निंग एक्सपीरियंस. ओके, and this is going to help you in your careers further. So learning is more important. डिप्लोमा तो सबको मिल ही जाएगा, किसी को 1 साल में मिल जाएगा, किसी को 2 साल में मिल जाएगा. ओके, अगर स्लो चलेंगे तो, पर मिलेगा अगर आप अपने सारे कंपोनेंट्स कंप्लीट करेंगे, टाइमली असाइनमेंट्स जमा करेंगे और टाइमली टर्म एग्जामिनेशन के लिए अपीयर होंगे. लेकिन लर्निंग से मत छूटिए इस प्रोसेस के अंदर. डू इट सिंसियरली सो दैट यू गेन समथिंग आउट ऑफ इट. ओके, so I think all queries are solved. Do you want to say something else now? आपका नेटवर्क इम्प्रूव हुआ है क्या श्रेय वर्मा?
Pasang, you want to ask any question? I think you had.
नहीं, पासांग तो मुझे लग रहा है वो गलती से हैंड रेज था. Shreya is also not able to connect because of her network issue. Your voice is not at all clear. You are not audible. Okay. Thank you, all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam.
It has been a great experience,
Thank
and
you.
we have also learned about the course along with the learners. Thank you, all of you.